Quintin Middleton of Middleton Made Knives reached out to me to make videos of his knives? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Franco Allo, and this channel is all about knife knowledge, reviews, unboxings, and head-to-heads. Today, as I said in my intro, Quintin from Middleton Made Knives decided to send me a box of his knives to review, but today is just the unboxing. For those of you who don't know who Quintin Middleton is, trust me, I wish I could tell you better than two huge YouTube channels that have made documentary type videos about him. So I'm just going to put a link to those videos in the video description below. The missing element, it's not that I can't make great videos and talk about Quintin Middleton, but I'm missing the key element, and that is Quintin Middleton himself. He is a bladesmith out of South Carolina, and what I will say is that essentially the way I was introduced to him, not physically in person, this was actually during the pandemic. I attended the Damascus Conventional, my first, a few years ago during the pandemic, and Quintin had won for one of the categories for Damascus, best in class, and so that's what put his name on the map for me. So a few months ago, he wrote to me and said, "Hey buddy, do you want to do videos of my knives?" And I'll be honest, I read that very late at night. I closed my eyes, I woke up, I'm like, did that message actually exist? Does Quintin want me to make videos of his knives? And so of course a conversation ensued from there. We did a nice little FaceTime chat, which is always fantastic. It helps put faces to the name, even though I've seen his face digitally in pictures. We had a very, very nice conversation. So here I am today to tell you that he has sent me a box of knives. It's in a way a bit of a mystery unboxing. He did give me an idea of how many knives there may be and from what lines, but the purpose of today's video is to unbox what's in here, see what he sent us, and then I will be making a video for each knife that he sent me. And so if there's 3 knives, after this video, eventually you will see 3 videos of 3 Quintin Middleton made knives. Now, one of my favorite things that Quintin says before I get into this, I have no expectations in terms of how many, from what lines. Some of them are what you would call a more entry-level type line. He wants to make a knife that's at a fantastic price point, that has great performance for the price point, and that essentially just looks like a regular kitchen knife. That's to say, he also has the opposite end of the spectrum where now it's more custom, right? So I have no idea what's in here, and I'm not expecting a custom knife, and I'm not expecting an entry-level knife. But there is one thing I'm expecting, and this is because Quintin Middleton has coined this phrase himself: sex sells and performance tells. And so I want his knives to make me desire them. And then when I use them, of course I'm going to be expecting performance, because that's the saying that he's telling us. Sex sells and performance tells. Quintin Middleton said it first. No one else. If you hear that, it's a Quintin Middleton line. So without further ado, we will dive into this box, and then we'll come back and I'm going to share another piece of information that might get you curious to want to follow the journey of what knives are in here, the knife food demos, videos that I'll be making out of the products in the box, and then maybe we'll be talking about a little raffle. And apparently someone from Canadian Border Services Agency knows who Quintin Middleton is, because they just helped themselves to get into the box and they had to just see what was in it before Franco Allo got to see it. So let's get into it. So I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. So Quintin Middleton out of Middleton Made Knives sent me his Ona. This is a truly Middleton made knife, unique, like I've never seen before, made out of a steel I don't even truly understand. S35VN. I'll put a chart up here for those knife steel nerds. And then he sent me his beautiful charcoal eco line, which comes with a 4-inch paring knife. Sorry, it's more of a petty. It is a paring knife, but it's more of a petty because of the belly profile. A 6-inch nakiri and an 8-inch chef's knife. All three of these made out of AEB-L steel, and the handles are essentially a dyed birch veneer. Look, Quintin is... that's what he is. I'm gonna zoom in on my face. This is how I feel. Quintin is... I don't know this guy, but I feel very strongly about him. We've chatted a few times over video, and I feel very strongly about him. The New York Times, Forbes, the Washington Post have written about him. You know what type of caliber newspapers and journals those are? They don't write about anybody. And so over the next few weeks, I will be reviewing these knives. I will be testing these knives on the cutting board, and then one of these knives of my choice will become a raffle knife, where we'll probably sell raffle tickets for say $20 a pop, and all proceeds, and I mean all of it, will not go to Quintin. They will not go to me. They will go to a foundation of Quintin's choice. I believe Quintin and I spoke in the past of a breast cancer foundation. Again, to be discussed. Those will be details that will come at a later point. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Quintin Middleton, my friend. I'm going to be putting this up on my fridge, for sending me these knives, for trusting me with my opinion. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And man, I cannot wait to dive in and see how these knives perform. See you next time.